Hey YouTube, Shukman Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Gaoh from Kamen Rider Den-O Ure Tanjo. I'm born. Overall, it was a good movie. Den-O fan, I recommend you watch it. But anyway, on to the figures. So here we have Gaoh, black and white, obviously standard Figuarts packaging by now. Reflection of my window in the plastic and all that fun stuff. Gaoh right here, looking really sharp. Gaoh was always a really interesting costume to me. I mean, it was crocodile-based, and then obviously train-based as well. So he's got really quite the unique design going on, and it's not that unique because Yuki eventually steals it, but that's fine, whatever. Anyhow, Master Rider Gaoh right down here. Master Rider Gaoh. Yes, this is how you Romanize Gaoh. And back here we've got Gaoh with the Gaoh Gasher in sword form, just going like, I'm just going to kick your ass. And then with the Master Pass, it does come with 2 Master Passes actually. And then another picture of Gaoh with the Gaoh Gasher right there. And typical nonsense. So, let's just set up the box over here. And get it open. Ta-da. Oh yeah. So, there's a really interesting shadow right there on the wall. Whatever. So, Gaoh. He's very, I guess, Souchaku Henshin-like in his build. He was one of the original Figuarts. So that's not too really surprising to me. But, it's definitely not a bad thing. I mean, he's got all the standard Figuarts articulation. Head is on a ball joint. 360 arm. Bend at the elbow. Hip. Knee. Double joint at the knee. So, foot. All that fun stuff. So, I mean, he's got all the basic Figuarts articulation. His build is just a little bit different than Figuarts today. But not too much. And he's still a very, very well-built figure. So, no problems there. Let's take a quick look at his head sculpt. If this wants to go into focus. There we go. A very, very nice head sculpt. Demonic and crocodile-y, and I don't understand how you can possibly see out of this thing. But, that's fine, whatever. Nice little zipper design going down here. I mean, I know it's a track and crocodile jaws, but it looks like a zipper to me. And then he's got the same design on his shoulder pads here, with little spikes going down, and then these spikes going up. Those are really nice. Softer plastic, but not so soft that they'll bend. And same details back here. The zipper thing, that one isn't painted red or anything, but it might not be. I don't know. I don't remember the Gaoh suit that well. Back the head sculpt with the whole snake thing going up. By snake thing, I mean the train. And the crocodile mouth all making the visor and shit. Same little downward spikes right here. And back of the belt isn't painted at all, but I'm not too sure if it needed to be. I don't quite remember the Gaoh suit all that well, but the belt is pretty nicely detailed. The only really painted parts are right here and then right there in the middle. So it does look really nice. I mean, it's not as impressive as things like Rising Ixa, but considering that this guy was the first Bandai Premium Shop exclusive, I'm not really all that surprised by any means. He's an oldie. He's an oldie but a goodie. And an expensive one at that. He cost me about 7,000 yen. But that's fine. Whatevs. Try not to think about things like that. So really, 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 really nice. I like him a lot. Quick look at the Gaoh Gasher. Right here. Really nice. Basically the same as the sword form of the Den Gasher, except with a saw blade going on here instead of anything else. Really nice. I like it lots. And the Master Pass. The Master Pass currently has absolutely nothing going for it. It is black and copper and everything like that. But it does come with stickers! of the Rider Pass and the Infinity Ticket. So you can put those on there. I didn't know whether it was supposed to be like one side Rider Pass, one side Infinity Ticket, or both sides Infinity Ticket. I didn't know. So I just kind of didn't put stickers on there. I'm not going to display with it anyway, so it'd be kind of pointless for me to put stickers on this thing when I'm not going to ever use those pieces. But it's cool that they're there for those that want them. And let's go ahead and get his little pad thingies on. So this goes on his right hip. And then this one goes on his left hip. Just like so. Let's go ahead and put the Gaoh in his hand now. Just so I don't create a paradox down the line. Ta-da! So, posing really, his joints are a little bit too tight to do something like this, because they want to bend backwards. But that's not too terrible of a pose. And then, of course, you have the standard, like, sword across the chest, I'm a beat you pose kind of thing going on. So that's fine, whatever. But that, he's just so cool looking. I'm sorry, but, I mean, I know I don't really have much to say. I've rambled this entire video, but he's just so cool. That's basically what I'm saying. I forgot to go about the hands. I'm sorry. He comes packed with weapon hands, which is a first for Figuarts for me. And he comes with the obvious fists and then the relaxed hands. Not quite molester hands, but just kind of a relaxed, I'm gonna kick your ass hands. Let's go ahead and get those little pieces on the Gaoh, or the pieces of the Gaoh on his Gaoh holder, I guess. Basically just match up the symbols. I forgot which way these all go, so I'm going to teleport, and I'll be right back. And then lastly, the final piece. Voila. Oh, that piece is falling off. Don't fall off. Please don't fall off. These aren't the easiest thing to get on. The plastic's really soft, so they tend to kind of fall off from time to time. But it is nice that they're included. It probably would have been easier just to have like two of these, one's with the pieces on and one with them off, so you don't lose these tiny little pieces, because I mean they're not good for anything unless you want to pose them building the Gaoh, which would be kind of silly because these aren't painted in the slightest. So needless to say, he's going to be posed with his Gaoh in sword form and these off, because they're kind of ugly in a sense. I mean, they're not painted, they're just black pieces of plastic, and I don't know, I like the pretty painted sword better. So needless to say, he's going to get posed with these off, but it is nice that they included the ability to do that for those that don't like posing with weapons for some reason. Jedi Mod. So, anyway, let's get this guy standing up. Move the stickers out of the way, they just kind of leached onto me. Scoot the camera over, pan it down a tad. White balance just totally fucked up. And good enough. So, overall, I definitely recommend the figure. If you can find him cheaper than probably about 8,000 yen or so, I'd say pick him up. If you're a fan of Den-O, he's definitely worth it. Details are stupendous. And he's just an all-around cool guy, even though he was a bad guy. But he was all-around cool. I promise. So if you can find it cheaper than that, I do recommend picking that up. But, I mean, if you're not a huge fan of Den-O, then you're not really missing too much, considering the price. But I still really like him, and I do definitely recommend him. It's just not too much of a necessity as some other Figuarts are. So, you can check out our photo gallery at flickr.com/photos/ShoukenShinobi, and of course check out the blog at shoukensshinobi.wordpress.com for all latest reviews, updates, and release dates. And check out our podcast, Riders, Rangers, and Rambles, at ridersrangersandrambles.com. Bringing you the latest Toku news and the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great day. Bye.